Lewis Clark, currently on a 10-game hitting streak. Can he keep it going today? It's the Harrisburg Senators and the Altoona Curve. First pitch coming your way next. And now it's going to be Lewis Clark.
This afternoon, the shortstop, Lewis Clark.
That one finds the zone. Strike one. Clark, starting at shortstop, batting leadoff today. He's been absolutely electric over the last 10 games, hitting over 400. Oh, 0-2 now. Popped up. Wallace settles under this one. Gets there. Got it. One down. Next to hit for the Senators, Maxwell Romero Jr. Out to short. Dives, but it kicks off the glove. Safe at first. Batting order turns over. Lewis Clark digs in now. 3 hits in the loss last night.
Yeah!
Bash down the right side, but foul. Lines this one to center. Makes the catch. One down. One of those plays that just goes to show that not everything is within your control on the baseball field. Batter did everything right and still didn't get the hit. Sometimes that's how it goes. And it's through for a hit. And that keeps the runner from advancing past second. It's been a tough run at the plate for him lately. He needed that base hit. Might have wanted more launch angle on that to get a shot at a homer, but there are a lot of hits to be gotten when you hit it that hard on the ground. Clark up for the third time and takes ball one. Line drive, that's a base knock. The tying run is aboard.
Way to hit the ball right there. Good job.
Now batting.
And that hitting streak he's on grows with that knock, now up to 11 games. Starting to really generate some momentum here. It'll be interesting to see how long he can keep this going. Edmund Leslie getting ready to hit. Now the 1-2 pitch. There goes the runner. Grounder to the left side. And it stays fair.
Hold it right here.
And now runners on the corners with 2 away. Fell behind in the count with 2 strikes, but didn't panic and picked up the hit. A lot of ways they can tie this ball game, especially if they put the ball in play. And here's the catcher, Omar Alfonso. In the dirt, but kept it close. Throws down to third, but he's back safely. One-two pitch. Ground ball to second. Pena. Play made. That ends the inning. 2 left. We head back to the top of the order. Stepping to the plate for Altoona, Lewis Clark.
No, that's outside. Ball.
And he fires in a strike. One pitch now. That one in the dirt.
Ball, that's down.
2-1 now. A laser into the outfield. And makes the catch. Lewis Clark, the next to hit. Runner at first with nobody out. Outfielders will want to get the ball in quickly if it gets past the infield. Keep them from going first to third. On the ground to second, might be two. There's one. Double play. That is outstanding defense. That play looks smooth. Just a so-so performance at the plate, so he'll want to do better next time out. Clark stepping in now, facing the kid everyone's talking about. Big-time prospect, big-time stuff.
No, that's
Clark
out.
bats left and throws right. Only 18 years old, and he was a 9th-round draft pick in 2025. The 1-0 pitch.
Hee-haw!
Swing, and that ball smashed on a line. And there's one down. One down. Coming to the dish now for Harrisburg, Brandon Bossier. Out to short. And base hit. So they get a runner on with a 1-out single. Here's the shortstop at the plate, Lewis Clark, 0 for 1. Close one, but doesn't get the call. On a cold night like this, hitters are trying to get out in front so they don't get jammed. A pitcher can counter that by using the off-speed stuff more frequently, and it's going to stay a strike. They've only got one challenge remaining. And that ABS review is sponsored by Gloucester and Tiresias Optical, where they're committed to finding the ideal specs for your spectacles. Once you get glasses with them, you'll see the world in a whole new light. Set down looking. Clip the bottom of the zone with the curve for strike 3. Clark up now, trying to get the bats going. No runs yet, but this AB could be the wake-up call the team is looking for. Gets the bunt down on the right side. And they tag the runner for the out. To the top of the order we go. Clark will hit next. And a little something extra at stake in this at-bat. Hitless so far, and the hitting streak is in real jeopardy.
That's a ball.
Hey, what's up, Daniel?
Next pitch misses inside, and it's 2-0. This is part of why he's been on such a tear lately. He's doing a good job working the count, giving himself an edge. Nobody out and a runner at first. Foul ball, another 2-2 upcoming. First the changeup, then the fastball. Doing well to throw off the hitter's timing. He might go to the high heat to try for the K. 2-2 now. Line drive to right. And there's one down.
Dang, there goes the hitting streak.
Certainly a frustrating game at the plate. I think he'd be the first to tell you he's capable of better. The loss is just the rotten cherry on top. Ready to go now. Here's the center fielder, Seaver King.
Number 66, Seaver King.
Here comes the 0-1. Ground ball up the middle. Clark. One gone. Clark digging in, facing the flavor of the month on the mound. Now has a chance to change the recipe. First pitch misses, ball one. Sikora, the tall righty, just 21 years old, and he was a third-round pick in 2023.
Ball.
Squares to bunt, but that rolls foul. And the 2-1 pitch.
Find the ball, find
Lawson on the run, throw to first, and they get the out. Here's the left fielder, Jack Rogers. 0 for 1 so far.
Rogers.
First offering, and the runner goes.
That missed,
Pitches
that's the ball.
high. Throw safe at second, not close. Lewis Clark digs in now. He has simply been dominating pitchers at this level and looks to be a prime candidate for a promotion very soon. Puts a bunt down. And beats it.
Yeah,
Safe.
great job right there. You squared up on that
Now
side.
batting, the designated hitter, Leslie.
Runner at first. Edmund Leslie now at the plate. Here's the pitch. Runner goes in the dirt. And safe. That's a stolen base. Not close. This offense has been struggling for sure, so it makes sense to get aggressive on the bases and steal second. Now the pressure is on the opponent. We'll see if they can pay it off. Kicks and delivers. Runner going again. Next one's popped in the air into right. Pena should have this one. Gets there. Got it.
Now batting.
Here's the catcher, Omar Alfonso.
Alfonso.
Pitch. Runner is on the move for third. On the ground to the left. Lays out. Oh, it's off the glove. Decides to hold on to it. And that leaves them with runners at first and third after a tricky play. So 2 on and 2 out. Digging in at the plate for the curve, Esmeralyn Valdez. Right through there for the strikeout. And that will retire the side. Next up, the designated hitter, T.J. White.
Designated hitter, T.J.
The 2-2.
White.
On the ground, out to short, Clark. Fires over to first. Fine play in the hole for the out.
Now batting, the first baseman.
Clark stepping in now, trying desperately to slow down this pitcher. On cruise control right now.
Ball.
Not even close there. And another ball. Pretty unusual seeing him fall behind in the count like this. He could give up his first walk here. Line drive, and it's caught. Clark steps in with a lot on the line here. RBI opportunity that could end up deciding this game. Pitch misses inside, and it's 1-0. With first base open, he doesn't have to really attack this hitter the way he would if the bases were loaded. That's in there, and the count, 1-1. Not sure I like that location. Pitcher might be better off busting him in on the hand so he can't extend and drive one. On the ground, right side.
Get there.
They get the second out, but it's a tie ball game as the run scores. All set to start the 9th inning in this one. Jack Rogers getting ready to hit. Line drive. And that's a fair ball. Around first and digging for second. Here comes the throw. In safely with a leadoff double. Go-ahead runs in scoring position. And he's notched 2 hits now, both for extra bases. And a big-time shot now to grab the lead this late in the game. Clark up now. It's all in front of him. Bottom of the 9th, tie game, and a chance to be the hero. And fires in a heater at 95. Tough spot for the pitcher, but that's how you want to attack it, by getting ahead early and putting the pressure on the hitter. Now a flare off the bat. 2 down. Two down and a runner at second base. Now the third baseman, Caden Wallace. Up the middle. Base hit. Coming around third. Comes across to score. It's an RBI single. It's now 9-4. He was a difference maker for them in this one. They took the loss, but he did a nice job to contribute. Lewis Clark is getting ready. Clark steps in. Not an easy at bat here. Young arm with nasty stuff and zero fear. Drops a bunt down the first base side. And they put the tag on him for the out. Bottom of the inning, digging in, Lewis Clark.
The shortstop, Lewis.
Clark playing up the middle at short, batting leadoff today, and he's been hitting well lately, batting over 300 in his last 10 games.
Ball.
Just
No,
missed.
that's low. Ball. Hut!
That one fouled off. 2-2 now. Swing and a miss for the strikeout. They get the leadoff batter here in the third. Runner at
Now
first,
batting,
one away.
Shortstop, Lewis. Clark.
Clark in the box now, takes strike one. Wasn't interested in that high fastball to start. I wonder if he wants something lower. Swings and flares it, and that falls for a base hit. And that keeps the runner from advancing past second. That one just kind of faded over the infield and down onto the outfield grass. Base hits like that are a gift from above for the hitter. And now a chance to tie the game up, making this a crucial at bat. Base hit right field. Runner around third.
All right, stand up, stand up, stand up.
Scores easily. It's an RBI single. We're tied at 1. Coming up to the dish for Altoona, Billy Cook.
25, Billy Cook.
In the dirt, but blocked. Fires to third, but he's back. Here's the 1-2 offering. On the ground to first. Over to second for one. Double play.
No!
What a twin killing to end the inning. Top of the 7th here. Maxwell Romero Jr. digs in now. On the ground.
1-1-1.
Clark. Gets it to first. Leadoff batter set down to open the 7th.
The batter, number 10, designated hitter.
2 outs,
Now
runner
batting,
on first
the
base.
shortstop,
Now it's the
Lewis.
shortstop, Lewis Clark. Smoked a line drive single to center the last time up. Line drive, that's a base hit. Lead runners around second. And now runners on the corners with 2 away.
Now batting, the designated hitter, Edmund.
Next up at the dish for the curve, Edmund Leslie. Picked up an RBI the last time up. Still their only run of the game so far. Runner on the move. There's a ball.
That's a ball. Outside.
Throw and safe. That is a stolen base. Not a ton of offense in this one. Ball doesn't seem to be carrying, so they might as well try and generate some offense with the stolen base. I like that call. A bunt, and it's right in front of the plate.
Come on the back, on the back.
In plenty of time to first. That ends the inning on the bunt attempt. 1 out and a runner at second. Now the left fielder, Jack Rogers. Here comes the 1-1 pitch. Back up the middle, he knocks it down. No throw, and they don't get the out. To the top of the order we go. Lewis Clark, the next to hit.
That missed. That's the ball.
Montesioca goes 6'7". He works with a 4-seam fastball, a slider, and he works in a 2-seamer.
All right.
Next pitch misses down and away. Slider clips the zone. Clark thought that pitch missed, and here comes a challenge. Barely a whisker out of the zone, but it was a ball. They'll keep both their challenges. That ABS review is brought to you by Gloucester and Tiresias Optical. Pay them a visit, and they'll make sure you see what's coming your way. Proud sponsors of this broadcast. Hard liner.
Pick it up.
And a base hit right there. He makes the turn and digs for second base. Not stopping, he's headed to third.
Come on,
the
down,
relay,
down.
the tag, and he's out trying for 3. I won't fault
Now
him for
batting,
hustling
the
and being
designated
aggressive.
hitter,
I thought he had a good chance of
Leslie.
being safe at third, but he's out after a good defensive play, and he could have stopped at second and given them a runner in scoring position. Clark did well despite the loss. 3 hits in the ballgame. Great game at the plate, and he certainly made a difference for him. Nice job, even in defeat. Lewis Clark will have a chance to add to his impressive hits total in this one. He's among the league leaders. It's the Harrisburg Senators and the Altoona Curve. Introductions wrapping up down on the field. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. Stepping to the plate for Altoona, Lewis Clark. Fastball in for a strike. 0-1. And a strike in there. Clark wants to challenge here. Thought it was a ball. And that one was indeed a strike. That knocks him down to 1 challenge left. Next pitch downstairs. And the count is 1-2. Got it. 1 out. That fastball was in a hittable spot, but he just let it stroll through the zone for called strike 3. 1 out and the base is empty. Clark stands in here, leaves that one off the inside. And another ball. This is a better approach than he showed the first time up when he struck out. He's working the count well.
Find the ball,
So 1 on now with 1 away. Always scary when you see a liner back to the mound like that. Glad the pitcher's okay. Got to keep your head on a swivel out there. Digging in at the plate for the curve, Edmund Leslie. Kick, the pitch, runner goes in the dirt. Or to second, great jump to get the steal. This offense has been struggling for sure, so it makes sense they get aggressive on the bases and steal second. Now the pressure is on the opponent. We'll see if they can pay it off. Kicks and delivers. Runner on the go again. Now a flare off the bat. Throw behind the runner and doubled off. Back to the top of the order here. Lewis Clark will hit next. Lined a single into center the last time up.
Here, what?
That one missed. Liner to center. And there's a hit. And that's a 1-out single.
I see you working, big guy. Good job. Way to get on base.
Now batting, the designated
Now
hitter,
Edmund Leslie. And he's not just a power hitter who sells out for homers. He does a great job to cover the whole plate and make good contact. This is the kind. Quick move to first. Just back in. Oh, close play. And we're all even up. Runner on the go. This one is labeled. Back there. That one is gone. It just got out of here. Second of the year. Clark digs in now, playing with the lead. Labeled on a line to center. And there's one away. We go to the top of the 7th. Elijah Nunez now at the plate. Grounds this one up the middle. Dives, but it kicks off the glove. Safe at first as they can't make the play. That one was right down the middle, and he regretted it as soon as it left his hand. Clark up now with his team trailing. This offense needs a spark, so big AB here. Bunting, but that's a foul ball. Hoping to put the tying run aboard. Right through there for a strike. That's not a pitch you want to swing at early in the count. Most likely you'll just roll over it. If you have 2 strikes on you, that's different, of course. Gets a piece, stays alive. To the right side. And handles this chance. That's the first out. With that kind of downward action on the... Always nice to see a player at this level coming to the plate with a plan and delivering strong results. The team may have lost, but he held up his end. Lewis Clark will put his base running skills to the test as he leads the league in steals. It's the Erie Seawolves and the digging in for the Seawolves, Isaac Pacheco. 0-2, here's the pitch. Grounder back to the pitcher. The throw to second. Not in time at first, it's a fielder's choice. That inside fastball was so well placed, and the late leg earned the weak contact for the ground out. One gone, runner at first. Here's the shortstop at the plate, Lewis Clark. Burning up the base paths lately, more than 16 stolen bases this month.
Hey!
Tries to check the swing, now we look to third. Didn't go. Pitch misses there, and that's ball 2. Line drive, base hit.
Take a look.
And that keeps the runner from advancing past second. I love that patient approach from him to work a favorable count. Got out in front, but didn't allow the wrists to yank that one into foul ground. That's a good example of extending through the swing and following through to line that pitch into the outfield for a hit. First and second, one away. And here's the first baseman, Billy Cook.
Hey, no one better, huh?
Here comes the 0-2 pitch. That one almost got the hitter. That'll back him up a bit. Right back to the mound. Could be an easy double play. And 2 away now. One down. And next, the cleanup hitter, Chris Myers. Now the 1-2 pitch. Up the middle. And now 2 down. And the batter will be the shortstop, Lewis Clark. 1 for 1 with a single so far. Line drive, base hit. Makes the turn, heads for second base. Now the tag at second, and he's out trying to stretch it into a double. Good hustle trying to stretch the single into a double, but that time he got thrown out. So close to reaching scoring position. Ground ball up the middle. Dives, but it kicks off the glove. Safe at first as they can't make the play. 1 out and the base is empty.
The shortstop, Lewis Clark.
Hey!
Here's a grounder up the middle. That one finds its way through. And that is going to bring the tying run to the plate.
All right, way to square that up. Good job.
He's put together a really excellent game with the bat. And he wasn't swinging for the downs there, but that was some really solid contact. That's a swing young hitters should try to emulate. So digging in, Billy Cook.
Hey, keep it going up there. Your turn, your turn.
1-1. Here's the pitch. Runner on the go. And safe. That's a stolen base, not close. This is what you'll often see when a team isn't slugging the ball that well. The manager might decide to force the issue with a stolen base to get into scoring position. Runner at second here and one away.
Back.
Throw over to the bag and back in there.
Safe.
Runner going again, and he grounds it to the right side. On the run, spinning throw to first. There's one. Clark steps in with the stakes a little higher after last inning, looking to get something going here for this offense. That's in for a strike. Clark disagrees with that called strike. Here's the challenge. And the strike is overturned following the review. So they still have both challenges. That ABS review sponsored by Gloucester and Tiresias Optical, innovating vision care since 1887 in Jericho, New York. Try their new daily contact lenses that fully dissolve after 24 hours with a 99% success rate. The next offering misses. And that's ball two. In there for a strike at the bottom of the zone. Slider misses away. That one misses. It's a leadoff walk. So up next, Billy Cook. The pitch. Runner on the move. Fly ball, right field. Callahan should have this one. And makes the catch. Esmeralyn Valdez, the next to hit. 0-2 now. Runner on the go. In there for strike three call. No throw. He gets in safely. No throw down to second. Looks like they're very focused on the batter. I'm not sure if that'll be defensive indifference or a stolen base. Either way, chance for the hitter to knock in a run. And the runner takes off for third. Makes the grab, and that'll end the inning. This game shows just why he's a key contributor for them. Every team needs hitters who give them the kind of results he did here. Now it's the shortstop, Lewis Clark. And he's unusual insofar as he's a lefty batter who still has great contact ability against southpaws on the mound. A lot of times, lefty batters struggle against left-handed pitching, particularly against good breaking stuff. Maybe he won't continue to have this success as he climbs the ladder, but the longer he keeps it up, the better his chances of advancing. Into center field, that'll fall for a hit. Runner aboard on the leadoff single.
Batting second, the designated hitter.
Coming up to the dish for Altoona, Edmund Leslie. Here comes the 0-1. Runner on the go. In the dirt. The catcher blocks it, and he steals second without a throw. Runner at second with nobody out.
Hey, it's your turn. Drop him in.
Runner on the go again. Oh, gloves it.
All right, you're here.
And that is a great play for the out. So digging in, Omar Alfonso.
Omar Alfonso.
This one to right, Callahan. Glides in towards the infield. And makes the grab. I'm sure he was looking to pull that one and put a really good swing on it, but that one was a little too far outside for that approach. And now it's going to be Billy Cook.
Here we go. I need you right here.
0-1, here's the pitch. In the air to left. Myers gets there under it. And makes the catch. On to the next inning. Now it's the second baseman, Christian Santana. Grounds this one to short. Clark. Whips it to first. Fine play in the hole for the out. To the top of the order we go. Next to hit, Lewis Clark. 1 for 1, led off the bottom of the first with a single. Clark throws right and bats left. Only 18 years old. He's been unconscious at the plate, hitting better than .350 in his last 10 games. Kicks and delivers. Liner, base hit.
Take a look, find it.
So they get a runner on with a 1-out single.
There you go, nice rip.
And that makes it another multi-hit game for him. He's had some really good ABs lately. Good job to stay back on that one and not roll over on it. Let it get deep in the zone, then drop the bat head on it and ripped it the other way for a knock. On 0-1, the delivery. Runner on the move. Rucker. 2 away. Runner at second here with 2 gone. Digging in at the plate for the curve, Omar Alfonso. Payoff pitch.
Down!
Smoked on the ground to second. There in plenty of time, ends the inning. Clark stepping in, trying to get this offense going, looking to find a way to get on base. Big at bat here. Line drive, and it's caught. One of those plays that just goes to show that not everything is within your control on the baseball field. Batter did everything right and still didn't get the hit. Sometimes that's how it goes. We go to the top of the 7th. Carson Rucker getting ready to hit. Grounder to short. Dives, but it kicks off the glove. Safe at first. And he's got a multi-hit game now, which has to feel especially good after his recent lack of results. Rolled over that one to the pull side. The defense couldn't make a play, but that swing was definitely out in front. Clark in the box with 2 gone and takes a look at a called strike. The skipper needs to settle his players down out there. They're playing tight, and it's hurting them. Strike 2. The curve, with plenty of ground to make up. Here in the bottom half of the 8th. Went around, strike 3. Not an easy call there, but that will end. Kind of an average performance. It was a loss for the team, and he was unremarkable at the plate. Stepping to the plate for Altoona, Lewis Clark collected a couple of hits in yesterday's game.
Hey, big moment. We need you. Here we go.
Ball.
Stovall takes his lead at first with nobody out.
That's a ball.
This patient approach he's showing is part of why he's been so hot lately. He's forcing pitchers to come to areas where he can do damage. downstairs.
Down.
Lined, and that's a base knock.
Find the ball.
They get the force. Fine play in the hole for the out.
Batting third.
He didn't get a great read on the ball, and the outfielder was able to throw him out as a result. Runner at first with one gone. Next up at the dish for the curve, Rafael Flores. Here comes the 1-2 pitch. There goes the runner. And that gets down for a base hit.
Right here, right here.
And they'll have runners at the corners after a one-out single. Up against it with 2 strikes right there, but still managed to win the at-bat. Good job to stay back on that one and not roll over on it. Let it get deep in the zone, then drop. Oh, and it's a wild pitch. But all the runners hold. And we're all even up. Pop up on the right side of the infield. Pacheco under it. 2 down. And now the center fielder, Mike Jarvis. The 0-1 offering. Up the middle. Base hit. In from third is the tying run. It's an RBI single. It's 1-1. Bottom of the inning. And now at the plate, Lewis Clark. Clark bats left and throws right. Only 18 years old, and he was a 9th-round draft pick in 2025.
That's ball 2.
And another ball. Swing lifts it to shallow left field. And it drops in. Runner on base to start the inning.
Got you right on the hands, didn't it?
Now
Christian Santana forced into the game at shortstop due to the injury.
Santana.
Coming up to the dish
Now
for
batting,
Altoona.
the designated hitter.
Quick toss at first. Dives back in safely.
Flores.
The 0-1. Runner on the go. Grounder up the middle. It's there, 1 away. 1 out and a runner at second. Stepping in, Billy Cook. Runner takes off for third. In the air, right field, Stevenson has this one sized up.
Now batting.
Digging in at the plate for the curve, Mike Jarvis. And here's the 0-2. And now the runner breaks for third. In the air to make the catch. And that ends the inning. 1 out and 2 on. Coming up to the dish for Erie, Pennington. On the ground, could be 2. Flips it, there's 1. Double play, what a twin killing to end the inning. The second baseman made that one look easy. Great feed to the shortstop who completes the play, and they get out of the jam and end the inning. Stepping to the plate for Altoona, Lewis Clark. Nobody out, runner at second base. Big opportunity for the offense. Trying to move the runner over here. Throw out at first. Out on a bang-bang.
Come on, he's safe.
It was close. All set for the start of this inning. And now, Isaac Pacheco. Grounds this one up the middle. The throw to first. 1 out as they get the leadoff hitter here in the 6th.
The left fielder, Chris Meyer.
One gone and a runner on at first. Lewis Clark will hit next. 1 for 3. In the dirt, but blocked. That's a little bit low. Runner at first, 1 away. And that's outside. And ball 4, 2 aboard.
Take your base.
4-pitch walk there. Good discipline by the batter, making him come into the strike zone. Rafael Flores digs in now. 2-1 pitch coming. This one is labeled. That's back.
Get out of here. Get out.
Brings it in at the wall. Runner tags and goes to third. So 2 on and 2 out. And now the first baseman, Billy Cook. 0-2, and the delivery. Runner on the go, in the dirt. And no throw. He's in there at second with a stolen base. No throw down to second. Looks like they're very focused on the batter. I'm not sure if that'll be defensive indifference or a stolen base. Either way, chance for the hitter to knock in a run. Grounder to third. Rucker
On the back.
sends it to first. Out with room to spare, and that's Clark steps in now. Bases clear, 2 down. Looking to get something going here. The other way.
Go hard.
Fair ball. Around first and heading for second. And it's a 2-out double. And that makes it another multi-hit game for him. He's had some really good ABs lately. That's a swing every hitting coach and scout loves to see. Just a shot into the gap the other way. Hitters who can do that consistently usually have a ton of success. And the runner takes off for third. Crushes this one to left, and forget about it. That is a no-doubt home run. And they inch closer. It's 8-3. He'll be proud of the swing he put on that one. That's one for the personal highlight reel. That was a nice, patient approach in that at-bat. He let some bad pitches go, found one he liked, and didn't miss. Huge effort at the dish. I hope he savors this game. Performances like this don't happen every day, even if your team does wind up losing. Lewis Clark, notable among the players in this one as he's leading the league in hits. It's the Erie Seawolves and the Altoona Curve. First pitch coming at you right after the break. 1 down. Lewis Clark now at the plate. 2 hits in 4 at-bats during yesterday's ballgame. Line drive for a base hit.
Find it.
So 1 on now with 1 away.
Good job.
Batting third, the catcher, Omar.
Coming up to the dish for Altoona, Omar Alfonso. And 1-2. Runner on the move. Can't field it cleanly. Gets to the bag in time. And they come away with an out after a tricky start to the play. Next up at the dish for the Curve, Billy Cook. Runner takes off for third in the dirt.
Down! You're down!
Throw bounces, and he gets in safely with a steal. The base runner got out to a huge lead, and he wasn't being held close, so he went right ahead and took third on a weak arm behind the plate. Stealing third is risky, but it paid off that time. Liner snagged it first, and that ends the inning. One down.
Now
Digging in at the plate for the curve, Lewis Clark. Clark playing up the middle at short, hitting second in the lineup. He's been absolutely electric over the last 10 games, hitting over 400. A laser into the outfield. And quickly 2 away. Clark digging in, trying to rattle this pitcher. Really has these hitters in a funk so far in this one. That's a beautiful backdoor breaking ball, and he had no chance at the plate. Great pitch. Two outs, base is empty. Next offering misses way outside. Good eye there.
Ball.
Great job to lay off those pitches down and work the count even at 2-2. That's good discipline. Two and two, here's the pitch. Battling here, fouls it away. Two outs and nobody aboard. That one inside. And now 3-2. Tremendous battle by the hitter here. I'm impressed with the way he's approaching this AB. 3-2 off the outside edge, and that's ball 4. It definitely wasn't easy, but earned the walk after a long at bat. And here's the catcher, Omar Alfonso. Quick move to first. Back in safe, really close. The Seawolves up big in this game. Bottom half of the 5th. There goes the runner. Fly ball left field. Makes the grab on the run. And we're through 5 innings. The Seawolves. Now the third baseman, Christian Santana.
Number 13, Christian Santana.
Up the middle.
1-1-1.
Throw to first in time. Stepping to the plate for Altoona, Lewis Clark. 1 for 2. Slapped hard the other way, but foul. The windup and the pitch.
Outside, that's a ball.
On a line for a base hit.
Take a look.
So they get a runner on with a 1-out single.
Good job, good job. Way to get it. Way to get it.
Now batting, catcher Omar.
So up next, Omar Alfonso. Pitch, runner breaking for second. Line, and that's a base knock. And that keeps the runner from advancing past second.
Now batting, the first baseman.
1 out and 2 on. Coming up to the dish for Altoona, Billy Cook. The 0-1. And now the runner breaks for third. It's a pop-up.
Infield
And
fly
they'll
rule,
invoke the
batter's
infield
out.
fly rule.
Now batting, the
So
right
digging
field,
in, Shalene Polanco.
Polanco.
And the 1-1. And the runner takes off for third. Lifted in the air, right field. And the inning is over. 2 runners left stranded, but they do manage to push across a run. We're headed to the 8th. Erie with the lead, 9-3. Last chance for the home team. Lewis Clark getting ready to hit.
Lewis Clark.
With a 6-run lead, no reason to be too fine with him here. You have to attack hitters in this spot. Because they're behind, you expect them to be a little more patient, which gives the pitcher an opportunity to get ahead early. That's exactly what he did there. Now a flare off the bat. That gets down for a hit. Off to a good start with the leadoff knock. He's just unconscious at the plate these days. Another big game here. Might have gotten fooled a bit by that pitch, but he did a good job to stay through it and punch it into center for a knock. Good approach led to a good result. Omar Alfonso will hit next. Runner on the go. And a soft liner to first. That's caught for the out. Takes it to the bag and doubles the runner off. Great game at the plate, and he's certainly made a difference for him. Nice job, even in defeat. One down, and now the shortstop, Lewis Clark. 3 hits in the loss last night. And that drops in for a strike. 1 out and the base is empty. Gets a chase on that one. Yanked that changeup back. Just diabolical. Towards first. Steps on the bag. Play is made. 2 out. Digging in at the plate for the curve, Lewis Clark. Collected 3 hits in the loss yesterday. Hard liner. That's a base hit. And that's a 1-out single.
Oh, man, you smoked that one. Good job, good job.
And he keeps swinging a hot bat. Some really good games lately. Got the center cut fastball and pounced on it. That thing was smoked. Rafael Flores, the next to hit.
Get back, get back. Hey, no one better.
Step off throw to first. Dives back in. Safe. Runner at first, 1 away. Runner on the move. And ball 4. 2 aboard.
Take your bait.
And I'm a bit surprised he went to the off speed there. If it's a fastball, less of a chance of walking it. And now the DH, Omar Alfonso. Here's the pitch, and it's a double steal. In the dirt.
Down.
Throw to third. Safe. Double steal. He made that steal of third look easy. Got a big lead at second, and the catcher didn't have enough arm to throw him out. We're here in the bottom of the 4th. Home team down by 1.
Hey, get your pitch. No better right now.
Line drive. That's a base hit. 1 runs in. The throw home. Safe at the plate. And a 2-1 ball game now. And with that knock, he advances the hitting streak to 10 games. Quite the run he's on right now. Really seeing the ball well. It's the Large Lad Burgers big inning. If 3 or more runs score in the bottom of the 6th, your ticket can be exchanged for a free absolute unit burger tomorrow at Large Lad Burgers. Clark, only 18 years old, and he's been on quite a tear at the plate, hitting better than .450 over his last 10 games.
Right,
Short hop
turn,
liner handled it short. Spins and fires to first on the run. It's there, and that's a great play. One away and a runner at first. Next up for the Seawolves, Max Burt. Here's a grounder up the middle. Dives, but it kicks off the glove. To first, not in time. Everyone's safe. Full credit to him for hustling down the line for that infield hit. Not exactly known for his speed. And now another base hit could even this one up. Clark in the box here lets that one go for a ball.
Aye.
Swing and a miss. The hitter's probably feeling a bit confused. The pitcher went inside twice, then he went outside. Good job mixing locations. That just missed. What a take with 2 strikes. Ooh,
Ball 3.
Very close. That looked like a strike to me, as we'll get a challenge. And it just shaved the zone. They'll keep both their challenges. All set to start the 9th inning in this one. Seth Stevenson digs in now. On the ground. Dives, but it kicks off the glove. Safe at first as they can't make the play.
Now batting, the center.
He's capable of giving them more than he did today. Nothing too bad, but nothing great either. And they may have needed great to get the win. Lewis Clark, with a blend of raw talent and poise, is quickly becoming a player to watch this season. It's the Erie Seawolves and the Altoona Curve. And the batter will be the shortstop, Lewis Clark. On fire at the dish lately. More than 10 hits in the series already. And a sac bunt here. 2 down.
Got him.
And he's delivering for the team, dropping the sac bunt and advancing the runner. Now we'll see if they can bring him in from second. On to the next inning, and here at the plate, Chris Myers. Up the middle, Clark. Whips it to first on the run, and they get the out. 1 down. Next up at the dish for the Curve, Lewis Clark. Clark, starting at shortstop, only 18 years old. He's been absolutely electric over the last 10 games, hitting over 400. Decent movement on that slider, but he needs to bring it a little closer to the plate. That one was way outside, and the batter was able to take it more easily. Short hop liner handled it short, jumps and throws on the money. Nice play.
Now batting.
2 away and a runner at first. Stepping to the plate for Altoona, Lewis Clark. That one back up the middle, and it gets through. They stop the lead runner at second. Now 2 on with 2 outs.
Now batting, first baseman, Billy.
And here's the first baseman, Billy Cook.
Good, no one better. Here we go.
And they're all loaded up.
Inside, ball 4.
Coming up to the dish for Altoona, Esmeralyn Valdez. Hard ground ball, base hit. 1 runs in, throw to the plate. And first slide, safe. 3-run game, it's 5-2. picks himself up a couple of ribbies. Sometimes you don't need to hit it all that hard. Just put it in play and hope it finds a hole like it did on that grounder. Digging in at the plate for the curve, Lewis Clark, 1 for 3.
Ball, that's down.
That one misses low. This is part of why he's been on such a tear lately. He's doing a good job working the count, giving himself an edge. Ripped into the outfield. Drops for a hit, couldn't run it down. So 1 on now with 1 away.
Oh, nice shot right there.
Now batting, the first baseman.
Stepping to the plate for Altoona, Billy Cook.
Runner, yes,
There goes the runner. It's in the dirt and kicks away from the catcher. And it's a wild pitch. He moves into scoring position. No throw down to second. Looks like they're very focused on the batter. I'm not sure if that'll be defensive indifference or a stolen base. Either way, chance for the hitter to knock in a run. 2-2. Runner goes again. Swing and a long drive to left field. He can admire this one. It's out of here. And they're chipping away. It's 7-4. When the pitcher throws a breaking ball over the inside half of the plate, it's all too easy for a hitter to get there early and pull it foul. He did a good job that time to stay square with his mechanics and keep it fair for a homer. Clark stepping in, looking to flip the momentum back after last inning. Let's see if he can be the spark. With a 6-run lead, no reason to be too fine with him here. You have to attack hitters in this spot.
That's ball 2.
Now 2 balls and a strike. Some real confidence as he challenged the batter with a heater on 2-0 there and got the swing and a miss. For the hitter, he might be a little deflated after being late on that one. 3-1 pitch. That one misses. It's a leadoff walk.
Ball 4.
Now batting, the first baseman, Billy.
Coming up to the dish for Altoona, Billy Cook. Kick, the pitch, runner goes. Popped in the air, left field. Hauls it in on the run. Throw behind the runner and doubled off. Strong individual day despite the team losing, and he can feel really good about that.
Hey, what's going on? How's it going, Phil? Not bad, man. Just chilling, playing some baseball here. God, our double A team
Lewis Clark
sucks.
looking to help his team get back on track. Can they snap their losing streak today? It's the Altoona Curve and the Hartford Yard Goats. First pitch coming your way next. One down. Next up at the dish for the Curve, Lewis Clark.
Steer right.
Line drive, that's a base knock.
Find the ball.
So they get a runner on with a one-out single.
Dig yourself.
And he keeps swinging a hot bat. Some really good games lately. Nice line drive cut there. Had everything working smoothly on the swing. That's one to try and replicate. 0-1 now. Runner on the go. Ground ball, right side. Takes it to the bag at first. With the runner in motion, no shot at the double play.
Batting fourth, the first baseman, number 25, Billy.
Yeah, no doubt.
And now, Billy Cook.
No doubt.
Looking good. No one better. Come on.
Runner edging away at second base.
Ball four.
Down,
Take your
down,
base.
down.
Whoa, safe. Next to hit, Mike Jarvis.
The center fielder,
Such a
number
good hitter with runners in
Mike
scoring position. Keeps the heart rate low, maintains focus, and doesn't shift approach in run-scoring opportunities.
Too high.
What an
Go to
asset in the
first.
lineup. And that'll load the bases.
Batting fifth.
Coming up to the dish for
Number
Altoona,
one,
Trace Gonzalez.
Gonzalez.
3-2 now. That is
Take your
ball
base.
four,
Ball four.
and it brings home a run.
Batting seventh, the right fielder.
So digging in,
Batting
Bryant
fourth, the
Bettencourt.
catcher,
Doing a
Bryant.
fine job at the plate recently. Currently owns a 7-game hitting streak. Runner on the move. That's in for a strike. Safe at second, he easily steals the bat. And now another base hit could even this one up. Runners are at the corners, one away.
Lewis Clark.
Hey, need you right here. Let's go, kid.
And a bunt right side.
There we go. Bunt that run in there.
And
It's
very
okay.
nicely done for the out.
Now batting. Designated
Nice
hitter,
job getting the
Rafael
safety squeeze off by the offense. So tough to defend if it's executed
Leading off
properly,
for
as it
Altoona,
was right
the
there.
shortstop,
On
Lewis
to the next inning. Now it's the shortstop, Lewis Clark.
Hey!
Here's the 0-2 pitch. That one missed. On 0-2, raise the hitter's eye level with the high fastball. We might see something low on this next pitch. That one not close. 2-2. And that's outside. Shoots this one on the right field line.
There we go. Nice. Get a double out of that. Maybe.
Turns for second. Here comes the throw. Into second easily with a leadoff double.
Oh, he walks it in there like a champ.
And that makes it another multi-hit game for him. He's had some really good ABs lately. So close to going foul that time, but a great job to keep it fair. That's a good example of why it's so important to keep your hands tight to the body. If you overextend, that's a foul ball for sure. And the runner takes off for third.
Hey, high, three.
Get out. And safe. That's a stolen base, not close. And now the first baseman, Billy Cook.
Billy Cook.
There we go. No one better.
Not much else right now. I've really been itching to play The Witcher 3 again, to be honest with you.
4-pitch walk there. Good discipline by the batter, making him come into the strike zone. Stepping to the plate for Altoona, Mike Jarvis. This one's in the dirt. And now a single could score two. The calculus has shifted out there on the mound. Before throwing that one in the dirt, the pitcher could have had that double play ball to escape the inning. But now, any mistake you make could be catastrophic. In the air, right field. Diving, it gets down, could be trouble. One run is in.
Dang, hesitated. We'll take that.
He'll score two. It's a two-run triple. Nicely done. Brings home two. So rare to get a hit on a pop fly like that these days, with teams aggressively positioning defenders and taking away easy knocks. But he managed to tuck that one into a small pocket of open territory. That was enough for the hit. Clark, the leadoff batter, looks at ball one. Backed off the plate that time. This is part of why he's been on such a tear lately. He's doing a good job working the count, giving himself an edge. Next pitch is outside. And a 4-pitch walk, even though that one looked like it was right down.
We'll take that, okay.
Now at the dish, Rafael Flores.
Hey, no one better right here.
Yeah, me too, man. I prefer pitches up, so I guess up all the time.
On to first.
Just to keep my eyes on that part of the plate coverage, like high pitches.
And next, the cleanup hitter, Billy Cook.
No one better, buddy.
And now the runner breaks for third.
Come on, get out,
Liner into center. Makes a nice grab on a full sprint.
That was dead. Dang it.
Time to stretch. Bottom of the seventh, Jared Thomas now at the plate.
The center fielder, Jared Thomas.
Here's a grounder up the middle. Whips it to first. Leadoff batter set down to open the seventh.
If it's high, let it fly. If it's low, let it go.
First batter in this high leverage spot.
Always
now he
works.
can attack with even more confidence. One away and a runner at first. And the batter will be the shortstop, Lewis Clark. Lays down a bunt to the right side.
Oh, why am I guy running, man?
And that's the
Oh
second
my
of the inning on the force
God.
play. Now, Rafael Flores.
No one better. Need you right here.
The curve, down to their last strike. Runner on the go. And
Dang, I
no
think we're
throw.
going to
He's
set
in
the
there at
record for
second with a
stolen bases.
base.
We already got 42.
One-two now. Runner on the go again.
Get
On
out,
the
get
ground to
out,
third.
get out, get out.
Dives, but it's off the glove. To the plate.
No, he's dead.
Safe.
Oh, let's
And we're
go.
tied.
Now batting.
Gets it done to drive in the run and tie it back up. On the down and in breaking ball, he got the bat head there right on time and pulled it. If he'd let the front hip come open too early, no chance that happens. Now the left fielder, G.J. Hill.
The left fielder, G.J. Hill.
1-2, here's the pitch. On the ground. Fair ball. He makes the turn and digs for second base. It's a 2-out double, and the winning run is at second base. Well, here we go. Winning run is on base with 2 away. 6-5 the final here today. A 1-run extra inning win. Thanks for dropping by and joining me and our wonderful crew here on the show. I'm Ben Gelman. Talk to you soon. Lewis Clark currently on a 10-game hitting streak. Can he keep it going today?
Yeah, like his maybe one of his grandsons.
And we'll be back with the
I was
first
actually
pitch
thinking of
right
Ricky
after
Henderson
this.
when I started building this guy, except for the
One
look,
down.
obviously.
Now up, Lewis Clark. Doing a good job lately to avoid swings and misses. 10 hits in the last 5 games.
Hee-haw!
Strike 2.
Hee-haw!
Hitter looks a little too passive against him right now, and he took advantage with 2 straight fastballs for strikes. Now the pitcher's in the driver's
that's
seat.
a ball.
And a
Too
challenge from
low.
behind the dish.
Oh, they're gonna ring him up. Yeah, Ricky Henderson the
Close,
third.
but it was a ball. They've
This
only
guy's
got
throwing
one
heat.
challenge remaining.
Not where I
And
wanted
that
it.
ABS review is sponsored by Gloucester and Tiresias Optical, where they're committed to finding the ideal specs for your spectacles. Once you get glasses with them, you'll see the world in a whole new light. Foul ball, still a 1-2 count. 1 out and the base is empty. One-two pitch. Liner to right.
Man, I gotta
And
work
there
on
are
my
2
power.
outs.
Should have been a home run.
Batting third, the catcher.
2 on and 2 out, scoreless ball game here. Coming up to the dish now for Hartford, Braylon Wimmer. Up the middle. And there's a hit. Runner around third. Runner scores, and they have the lead. It's an RBI single, 1-0.
The shortstop, Lewis.
And now the shortstop, Lewis Clark. 0 for 1 so far.
Nobody better. Come on now.
That one misses inside. Nice job to lay off the fastball inside. He made the right call. The 1-0 pitch. That one pushed to the left and foul. We're here in the top half of the third. All loaded up. Not sure I like that location. Pitcher might be better off busting him in on the hand so he can't extend and drive one. And now 2-2. Next pitch is outside.
There we go. That's clutch.
Run is in. Fires to the plate. Not in time.
He's safe.
Safe at home. It's 2-2.
Now batting.
Picks himself up a couple of ribbies. Good job to stay back on that one and not roll over on it. Let it get deep in the zone, then drop the bat head on it and ripped it the other way for a knock. Omar Alfonso getting ready to hit. Tied up here early in the ball game.
Clutch up here.
Holiday. To second, that's one, and that's two.
That's an out.
One out and two on. Here's the left fielder, Jared Thomas. On the ground, could be two. To second, there's one. Outstanding play, inning over. They made it look easy, but it started with a nice feed to the second baseman from the shortstop. Perfect turn, and they get out of it. So two down. Now it's the shortstop, Lewis Clark. 1 for 2. Clark, only 18 years old, and he's been touching home plate a lot lately, scoring 10 times in the last 10 games.
Ball.
That one in the dirt. Pulled hard, but it's a foul ball. Foul tip, hung on to it and struck him out. And it's 3 up and 3 down in this. And now the DH, Chris Bryant. Here's the 0-1 pitch. Ground ball to short. Dive, got it! Safe at first as they can't make the play. Lewis Clark will hit next. 1 for 3. If they're going to make something happen, now is the time. They need to cut this margin before the closer comes in. Fly to left. Thomas has a beat on it. Gets there. Got it. One out and a runner at second. Adael Amador digs in now. 2-2 and the pitch. Swing, ground ball out to short. And there's 2 down. Here's the shortstop at the plate, Lewis Clark.
Your turn right here.
Breaking ball, and that got the hitter. And they're all loaded up.
Now batting, the catcher.
And here's the catcher, Omar Alfonso. On the ground to third, this should do it. That'll end the evening's action. He's capable of giving them more than he did today. Nothing too bad, but nothing great either. And they may have needed great to get the win. Lewis Clark, the star of the show, getting ready. 1 down. And the batter will be the shortstop, Lewis Clark. An absolute menace on the bases recently. More than 16 stolen bases this month. Grounds this one up the middle. Picks it up. And there's 2 down. What a defensive effort there. Tough to even get to the ball. And then an excellent off-balance throw. He really showed some great athletic ability as well as strong fundamentals on that play. Up the middle. It's through for a hit. Gets on base and keeps it going. Next up at the dish for the curve, Lewis Clark. 0 for 1. Grounded out the first time around. He swings and fouls one off. The 0-1. Lined, and that's a base hit.
Find the ball.
So 1 on now with 1 away.
Now
That knock runs his hitting streak to an even dozen, and he's really starting to open some eyes with this run he's on. Certainly swinging a very hot bat these days. Omar Alfonso now at the plate. Runner on the move. In the dirt. The catcher blocks it, and he steals second without a throw. Runner at second here, and one away. Runner goes again. It's a pop-up.
Slide!
And makes the catch.
Now batting.
Coming up to the dish for Altoona, Billy Cook. Runner takes off for third. Grounder up the middle, and a base hit. The run scores from second. It's an RBI single, and they take a 3-run lead.
The batter,
Adael Amador, the next to hit. The 0-1 offering. Up the middle. That one will find its way through. Lead runner turns at second. Here comes the throw. And he's safe. So it's first and third with one down. And now the shortstop, Lewis Clark. Nobody out and a runner at first. Pitcher will want to keep this on the ground for the double play.
Ball one.
Clark, only 18 years old, and he's been touching home plate a lot lately, scoring 10 times in the last 10 games. Slider misses away. That's 2 straight breaking pitches away that he's thrown. He seems to be avoiding challenging this hitter. In for a strike. And the count, 2-1. Now he'll challenge the called strike. And it's going to stay a strike. That knocks him down to 1 challenge left. That ABS review sponsored by Gloucester and Tiresias Optical, innovating vision care since 1887 in Jericho, New York. Try their new daily contact lenses that fully dissolve after 24 hours with a 99% success rate. Up the middle, Amador. The underhand flip. There's one to first, not in time. Great effort there.
Now batting. Catcher.
One away and a runner at first. Here's the catcher, Omar Alfonso. The 2-1 pitch. There goes the runner. Pitches in for a strike. Throw safe at second, not close. Kicks and delivers. Runner going again. Hard ground ball. Base hit. Coming to the plate. Scores on that one. It's an RBI single. And they're up by 4.
Now batting.
One out. Runner at second base. And now at the plate, Charlie Condon. Here comes the 0-1. This one chopped on the ground. And a base hit right there. And here comes the runner. Comes across to score. It's 5-2.
Now batting.
Digging in at the plate for the curve, Lewis Clark. 1 for 3. That just misses. 1-0. That's off the mask again, twice now. Here comes the 1-1 pitch. Right through there for a strike. Pitch missed inside. It's 2-2. Right through there for the strikeout. That's out number 2.
Now batting. The catcher.
First and second with one away. Stepping to the plate for Hartford, Bryant Betancourt. And the 1-1. On the ground, 2-ball. There's one. They get out of another jam. It's a double play. Strong individual day and a team win, and you'll take that every time. This is a game he can feel really good about. Lewis Clark has been making waves with his impressive performances this season. All eyes on the young phenom and his tremendous potential. It's the Altoona curve and the Hartford yard. One down. And the batter will be the shortstop, Lewis Clark. Making a lot of contact recently. Pushed that hitting streak to 12 games the last time out. So one on now with one away.
There you go. Nice rip. Nice rip.
And he keeps swinging a hot bat. Some really good games lately. Nice compact bat path on that swing and a great rip into center field. Liners like that one are a good way to raise the batting average. Now at the plate, Omar Alfonso.
Right guy. No one better up there. Runner,
The
runner.
pitch, and there goes the runner from first. And that one gets by the catcher. And it's a wild pitch. He moves into scoring position. That's an impressive bit of work. He picks up the single, then steals second to reach scoring position. It's effectively a first-inning double, and he set the team up for success here. One out with a runner at second.
Runner.
Here's the pitch, runner going again. And this one right back to the mound. Two down. Next up at the dish for the curve, Billy Cook.
No one better. No one better. Bunch up right here.
Hot shot to first. He makes the catch. That's the inning. They leave one runner on base. Half inning done. We've got no score yet. Bottom of the first. Now it's the second baseman, Adael Amador.
Number 1, Adael Amador.
The 2-2. Ground ball to short. Clark. And there's one down. On that pitch, he didn't recognize the changeup early enough and just rolled over on it as a result. One out, runners at first and second. Trying to move the runners over, and that goes foul. Here's the 0-1 pitch.
Ball! That pitch is out.
And it's strike two. Can't be swinging at pitches that low, particularly in a double play situation like this. That's way inside. It gets away. And now a single could score two. Big opportunity now for the offense after the pitcher bounced that one in the dirt. The wild pitch gives you runners at second and third. So on the ground to short. Perez. The throw to first. Two down as the runner comes in.
The batter, the catcher, Omar Alfonso.
Next to hit for the Yard Goats, Braylon Wimmer. Grounds it to short. Clark. They're in plenty of time, ends the inning. 3 up, 3 down here. Welcome back to Hartford, top of the fourth inning.
The shortstop, Lewis Clark.
Wondering what a yard goat is? It's a locomotive that moves rail cars from one train to another in a rail yard. Hartford has a long history in the railroad business, and now you know. Here's the 1-0 offering.
Hey!
He thought that was a ball, and he'll challenge. And the strike is overturned following the review. They'll keep both their challenges. Two and 0, here's the pitch. And another ball. Right through there for a strike. Line drive, base hit. So a runner aboard to start the inning.
Good job, good job.
And that makes it another multi-hit game for him. He's had some really good ABs lately. Nice line drive cut there, had everything working smoothly on the swing. That's one to try and replicate.
Back.
Quick move to first. Back in safe, really close.
Runner.
There goes the runner. This pitch popped up. One away. And here's the first baseman, Billy Cook. Runner on the move. Ground ball right side. Takes it to the bag at first. With the runner in motion, no shot at the double play. So digging in, Mike Jarvis. Man at second with two down. And the runner takes off for third. In the air to left center. Makes the grab on the run. So one hit is all they get. We're midway through the fourth. Altoona ahead in this game. And here at the plate, Ethan Holiday.
Third baseman, number 5, Ethan Holiday.
Here comes the 1-1 pitch. Here's a grounder up the middle. There with plenty of time, inning over. They're set down. Top of the 6th inning, coming up to the dish for Altoona, Lewis Clark.
Ball, that's out.
And another ball. This is part of why he's been on such a tear lately. He's doing a good job working the count, giving himself an edge. That one not close. That one misses. It's a leadoff walk. So up next, Omar Alfonso.
Right guy, right place. Need you here.
Runner on the go. And this one kicks away from the catcher. And now a man in scoring position. Runner going again. Line drive, and it's caught. To second with the throw, and no chance to get back. It's a double play. 1 out and 2 on. Stepping to the plate for Altoona, Lewis Clark. Drive along the left field line, and that's just foul.
Ball, that's out.
And the 1-2. This one along the left field line, and it stays fair. Runner around third. Scores with ease.
No, you beat it.
And beats it. Safe. Picks himself up an RBI. That one might as well have been placed on a tee right down the middle. A hitter's dream and a pitcher's nightmare. 1 out and 2 in scoring position. Omar Alfonso digs in now.
Hey, right guy, right place.
The 0-1. Holiday. It's there for the out. Runner scores from third. So here's the cleanup hitter, Billy Cook.
Right guy, right place. Need you here.
Runner takes off for third.
Go, 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 go.
Dives, but can't make the catch. Decides to eat it. And they come away without an out. Runner from second scores as they add on. It's an RBI single, and it's now a 6-run lead. And the lefty Out to short.
One.
Whips it to first. Awesome play there.
Now batting, the third baseman, number 5. He's there. Holiday.
Huge effort at the dish. I hope he savors this game. Performances like this don't happen every day.